Hello, ladies, and welcome to the Beauty Shaman. And today I start a 4-part series on women's health. And my guest is not only a friend, but also she's my naturopath doctor. Her name is Bella Icenhower. She's a licensed naturopathic doctor in practice for over 18 years. And I just love what you do, Dr. Icenhower.
Thank you. Well, I love doing what I do, and getting to meet great people like you is the icing on the cake for
Well, you've
sure.
just done wonders for me. I mean, I can say, I went to you, I was kind of just washed up, right? And you were like, okay, honey, this is what you got to. And you were talking to me like that, like,
Yeah.
okay, honey, come on. And it was good. It was like there was a woman who understood that I was going through menopause and all this stuff. And you were like, come on, come over, do this. And I did. And my health has just really improved so much. So I'm so grateful for you.
No, thank you. Well, it is truly like, it just makes my heart sing when I can help women. I say that, women get to the point like they're a holy wash rag, just ready to be thrown out. And it was honestly breaking my heart. So I just stopped seeing pediatrics and men and just started focusing on women. Then when women are healthier, they help take care of they want to take care of their kids. They engage, in those relationships fuller and present, and, saving relationships. So yeah, it's
It's
definitely,
a huge deal. And I think as women, we don't easily, it's very hard for us, for me, I can say, to put myself number one
yeah,
and to take care of myself. I'm a single parent. So are you,
yeah,
right? I
yeah,
mean, it's so hard. It's like, yeah, but I've got this and my kids have that. And what happens is it all just funnels out the door. And
yeah,
then I lie there and I'm like, and I feel terrible and used, and, I don't feel
yeah,
attractive. I mean, there's just all this. And so
yes,
putting money on myself, not to the neglect of others, but I mean, in a
yeah,
balanced way, has just, I mean, now I have so much more energy for everybody. I think you're so right.
yeah. Right. And yeah, like you said, it's like once your mask is on and you're healthy, and then you can actually see other issues that are going on in your family and, address those too, which
Right.
is helpful.
Well,
So
I think
it,
health is the start of it. And our topic today is so perfect for the beginning of the series because it's insomnia. And I think insomnia, man, if you can't sleep, oh,
yeah,
I mean, I've been doing people's makeup before and I've like done their face and then forgotten to do their eyebrows because I'm so tired. And then they get up and they're like, excuse me, you forgot to do my eyebrows. I'm like, oops, sorry, I only got 2 hours sleep. Or I woke up 5
uh,
times or whatever it was.
yeah,
I mean, it's really
right.
important that it's important to sleep. So let's talk about insomnia with women. Yeah, what's going on with that? It's huge.
Okay. Well, and I say to my women, I don't know if I said it to you, the most two important things that my women have to do is sleep and poop. And when those two things,
Awesome.
true. When those functions are, near 100%, you're already like 50% greater improved. So those are like two big keys. And we'll talk about constipation, and irritable bowel, all of that good stuff, in one of our series. So
Sure, those are my issues, right? That's exactly what I struggle with. But now that
yeah,
everybody knows it's irritable bowel. But so the sleeping, we go to sleep, we wake up, we can't go back to sleep. We're hot
yeah,
flashes in the middle of the night. I'm great
yeah.
with that one. No, I know that one. So I mean, why does this start happening as we get older? What's the deal?
Well, okay. So, kind of in your 30s and 40s, I see women where they can't go to sleep because they're, drinking their coffee 2 to 3 times a day. They're not getting their exercise in. They're not eating well. They might not have eaten enough before they went to bed, and they're on digital devices, things like that. So those women, I help calm the brain down with the GABA, get the caffeine out as much as possible, get some exercise in, and help them kind of calm down and be able to sleep. Get that cortisol level down, get the GABA up. So that's what I do with those girls. And there's a few things in my protocols that are a given, but I'll touch on those in the goes to sleep but wake in the night. So when that happens, either your blood sugar dipped, and then your so when your blood sugar goes low, your cortisol goes up in the night, because your brain's like, because your brain uses a lot of sugar, at night. So it's like, if your blood sugar is dipping, then your cortisol goes up and you wake up. So some people wake up hungry, and that's a whole issue. And then there is as we age and as we menopause, then it's kind of like all of our hormones are lower. So not only does progesterone help with your metabolic function, even estrogen. And so, like my younger women, I use mostly progesterone to kind of help them, get into that regular cycle and help your body make the serotonin and melatonin. Okay, so that's what progesterone does. And then estrogen does that as well. And I find that as we age, we need still more of that estrogen. And that estrogen is what helps keep those hot flashes at bay. So keeping you from waking in the night due to that. So with each woman, it is a song and dance. I'm like, okay, well, a little bit more of this, a little bit less of that, a little bit, and we'll just get you dialed in. But in general, that I recommend the magnesium threonate, which crosses the blood-brain barrier, and that just calms the brain down. And I find, and my women find, it helps you stay in that deep sleep. All right. So things that also make you wake in the night is alcohol consumption, which, we've got the kids out of the house. It's like vacation 24/7. We all want to have a glass of wine with dinner or what have you. Well, that's good and all, but our alcohol causes our liver to detox caffeine, and caffeine causes our liver to detox alcohol. So if you've had caffeine in the day, that alcohol can make you detox caffeine in the middle of the night around 4 o'clock, usually 3-4 o'clock. And then also an issue is that our blood sugar metabolism isn't as good as it was when we were younger, and that's liver too. So if you're going to bed with a lot of alcohol, that's why I'm like, okay, shrink your cup, find a real pretty cup, shrink it down to enough that your liver can process that and not have all this blood sugar swimming around, and that making you wake up at night too. So, alcohol, caffeine needs to be like, tempered, cut out, whatever it takes. And then I use black seed oil also, which has terpenes in it, and that's like in CBD oil. And those terpenes they lower blood pressure, and it just helps you go into that deep sleep. So those are two of my keys: the black seed oil and the magnesium threonate. All the products that I like and the doses and all of that are on my Maverick Medicine protocol website, so they can go into.
This is awesome, and I, the wine thing, as because you helped me. The wine thing has been, because I really love at night a glass of wine. I used to live in Europe. Everybody has a glass of wine with
Same
their
here.
dinner. And I've continued to live that way. I think that's beautiful. Makes the food taste better anyway, yada, yada, yada. But it was
it actually helps our digestion too. So
exactly. But I was having a really hard time going off it. And what I discovered was when I went off coffee and I started drinking the dandelion coffee.
Yeah.
And I'll put a link for that actually in my blog post, because I think that's do you drink that as well now, the dandelion coffee?
I do. I drink that more in the wintertime, but this year is a matcha green tea.
Yeah. And I love the matcha green tea, but for some reason it's emotional for me to have that coffee when I wake up. It's like
I hear you.
and so
I like coffee. Yeah.
So I started doing that in the morning. I have like 1 or 2 cups, and then I don't want wine because I haven't stimulated my system.
Yes.
Yeah. And so not having wine with dinner is not a big deal because my system isn't already wanting that. And the way you just explained it was so perfect.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, with women that are.
I love that. So, okay. All right, lady, listen. No, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, it's like trying to stay on track for my brain.
You're good.
So again, too, so with each woman, I look at your progesterone and estrogen, and I use bioidentical and they do so much more for our body in general. So it's not just for sleep. And then also looking at your vitamin D, right? So vitamin D is what helps your body convert progesterone to serotonin and melatonin. So it's all connected. So anyway, those are like main keys for so reducing caffeine, reducing alcohol, getting good exercise, oxygenating that your blood really helps. Your body wants to go to sleep and do a lot of repair and a lot of, work. Like when you were a kid, it's like you're running around all day long. You come in and you sleep like a log, and you wake up. Well, we just don't get that vigorous exercise as much as we should. And as we, age, it's our body doesn't even, because our DHEA is going lower, our testosterone is going lower. So we just don't have a desire to go, I don't know, build a fort or whatever. But so with that, sometimes I do use a little DHEA or 7-keto DHEA to help convert fat. And we'll talk about that in our fat burning protocol. But kind of, it makes the body want to, go and do something vigorous, basically work out or play tennis or sail, things like that. So estrogen dominance makes you want to sit on the couch and eat donuts and, watch movies. Sorry, my eyes are watering. Just it makes us more sedentary.
Right.
Basically, like being pregnant and having babies, and that's all that you're doing, basically.
So insomnia, it sounds like with insomnia, that's a multifaceted thing. It's not just, okay, do this one thing or take this vitamin. Really, it's an entire, like you said, you call it protocols. And I think that's really true.
Yeah.
In order to really get insomnia kind of under wraps. But it sounds like cutting things out like caffeine, wine, having things like magnesium and some of the other vitamins and nutrients that you recommend.
And specific magnesium. Yeah. And looking at your diet, so eating your protein at your noon hours, because that's when your digestive energy is higher. And then eating your complex carbs, steamed veggies, and all of that more in the evening with good fats. I can't emphasize that enough. Good fats will help your brain. It's like just dropping, brain food in your body through the night. So. But so I look at making sure there's not blood sugar metabolism issues, basically. But
those are awesome. Those are great, just kind of to start people off on what it's going to take to help with their insomnia. And it sounds like it's doable.
What to look for.
It's something that you can conquer. It's, but it is going to take some for people to get a handle on it, right?
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Bella, for Dr. Icenhower. Sorry, I'm going to call you Bella.
Dr. Bella is good.
Part 1 of our 4-part series on women's health. So, and ladies, thank you for watching. Please go to my blog, my website at thebeautyshaman.com, and also go to Dr. Icenhower's website, drbellaeicenhower.com, for more information, for protocols, and for great blog posts with very informational if you want a lot more detail. Thank you for watching.